Michelle. If you've thought about moving to the Pacific Northwest and specifically Seattle, but downtown living isn't quite your thing, you've come to the right place. Together we're going to check out Snohomish County as a great alternative for downtown living. Specifically today we are going to check out the city of Linwood. Linwood has gone under an enormous change over the last few years, and with the new light rail coming into Linwood, it is really changing the landscape of the city. We're going to go through, take a look to see what kind of housing is offered in Linwood and just what general life looks like in the city. Nothing like a Seattle summer, so this is definitely a great house to enjoy the nice weather once it decides to peek through. And I'm also going to give you an update as to what this house actually goes under contract for. It's going to be interesting because the market has been changing within the recent few weeks with interest rates creeping up, and that unfortunately is cutting out a lot of first-time home buyers. So anyway, we are going to see what the market does with this house and listing. There are actually a few houses right now that I'm watching that have been on the market for now 28 days. Established in 1979, and it has definitely changed over the years since it first opened. Right now we're just going through the outdoor area just so you get a feel for what the area is like, and inside is where some of the other stores are, but it's not open right now, so we're just going to take a look outside. And as you can tell, it's really quiet right now. So anyway, this is what Alderweight Mall is like. Right behind me is Nordstrom, but I just wanted to show you, if you haven't been to Linwood for a while, the area is constantly changing and growing right now. And right across the street is where the old Linwood High School used to be, but now it's a Costco. But you can't even see Costco anymore because of all the construction of apartments that they've been just doing. So I'm going to show you that right now. So right behind those buildings right there, and where that street is, across the street right there at that light, I don't know if you can see that, but that is Costco. You wouldn't even know it's there. If you're from Linwood, and I'm not going to say what year it was, but let's say sometime in the 80s, Linwood was really known for big hair and blue eyeshadow. And right behind me is one of the utility boxes. There was a contest where you could submit photos. Man, I wish I would have known about that. I think I would have entered and maybe gotten on here, but it was funny. I was driving by and I had to do a double take because I swear I thought I saw one of my friends on here. So if you're from Linwood, you might recognize somebody from one of these old photos behind me. The Lingwood Rec Center is right in the heart of Linwood, next to the fire station and the public library, and it also has a trail behind it. The Linwood Rec Center is really awesome because it provides lots of different activities for all ages. For all you people who grew up around in Linwood, did you know about this little trail behind the Linwood Rec Center? I had no idea. Who knew that there was such a nice little trail in the heart of Linwood? Learn something new every day. This is more of the original kind of downtown Linwood from back in the 70s. And behind me is the Linwood Senior Center that does a lot of group activities and arts and craft programs and even day trips for seniors, which is really cool. Across the street from Alderweight Mall and the top one is going for a 2-bedroom, I believe, 2-bath. But with the population of 38,562 people in Linwood, we definitely need more housing. New construction is being built, is changing from what old Linwood used to look like. Lot sizes are close to none, and the houses are being built pretty straight up and tall. So you'll see a lot more of the 3-story type homes throughout Linwood in new construction in certain areas. So this is what the changing landscape looks like in Linwood, and we're going to go through some neighborhoods and check out some of the older homes as well and see how the newer construction is built into those older communities. If you look real quick, you might have noticed the abandoned grocery carts right there in the underpass. This area of Linwood is known for homeless encampments, and you can see carved out paths right there where people have put up shelters and things like that. The roadside is usually littered with debris. It's pretty clean today during this filming, but we do have a homeless problem, and it is definitely heading north. Everett has a pretty big homeless population as well, and Mill Creek is experiencing this as well on the corners of different grocery store parking lots. So this is a problem and definitely a con of living in Linwood right now. Right now I am at Martha Lake, right off of 164th. There's a lot of traffic noise, but it's a really cute little lake here, and during the summertime, oh my goodness, this whole place is packed with people having picnics and fishing and even jumping into the lake, floating. So it's like a little spot to get away. hopefully the tour of Linwood gave you a good feel of what Linwood is actually like and what kind of amenities are in the city. With Linwood situated just about 16 miles north of Seattle, which is about 30 to 35 minutes during commute time in ideal situations, and 13 miles south of Everett, which is about 18 to 25 minutes to get to the Boeing plant, and also just 19 miles northwest of Bellevue, which takes about 30 to 35 minutes on a commute under ideal situations. You can see why Linwood is such a large commuter town, with over 70% of its residents commuting to their employers. According to niche.com, Linwood is coming in at a B+ for public schools. The one high school that serves all of Linwood is Linwood High School, and when I showed you where that new Costco is, that's where the old Linwood High School was, but I did not show you where the new and revised Linwood High School is. But it's actually a really beautiful school. It's laid out in a really nice way amongst trees, and it's really wonderful to actually go and walk the track during off-school times. They also have a lot of sporting events going on over the weekends, and it's just a fun feel. As far as crime and safety is concerned, Linwood is coming in at a B- according to niche.com. Mostly you will see a higher than average of property crimes happening in Linwood versus the national level. Linwood has a very high amount in motor vehicle thefts. According to niche.com, the latest numbers were 498 motor vehicle thefts compared to the national average of just 284. So make sure you don't leave your keys in your car and you also lock those doors. All in all, Linwood is situated in a really ideal spot to either work on the east side or in Seattle or even north in Everett. That being said, I'm going to list as one of the top pros in living in Linwood is location. It's just an easy place to commute to, and like I said, it is considered a commuter town. So really, you can just get to Edmonds or Seattle or Bellevue, Everett. You can get anywhere in a very quick amount of time, and you can just pack up for the day and go explore a different city, go to the beach in Edmonds, or have a nightlife in downtown Seattle. It really doesn't take much planning. Even though I've lived all my life in the Lynnwood, Snohomish County area, I'm going to say that a big con for the city of Linwood is lack of sense of community. When you go to the Linwood City's website, the first picture you see is a picture of downtown Edmonds and the water. That is not Linwood. The sense of community is lacking. As far as recurring annual events, the only two that I'm aware of is the Veterans Memorial Day program that they have each year, and then the Shakespeare in the Park. Another pro of living in Linwood is convenience. Aside from the Alderweight Mall and the walkability of that particular area, there are just a ton of shops and restaurants, coffee shops. It just has a ton of things to offer, and along with movie theaters and bowling and even ice skating, there's always something to do, especially on a rainy day. I'm not saying that there are a ton of rainy days, maybe gray, but there's always something to do in Linwood. Another con of living in Linwood is definitely the traffic. It does get really congested throughout the city, and especially where that Costco is now located and all those apartments that are going in, plus the location of the mall right there. I can't even imagine what Christmas time shopping is going to be like. It is even heavy during the weekends, so it's going to be really interesting to see what the flow of traffic is going to be like next season. And one other pro of living in Linwood is the quality of life. You have so many things to do outdoors. The City of Linwood actually has 23 parks listed on their website for residents to enjoy. Some of those are small neighborhood little parks, but still there's some greenery just about wherever you go. And like I showed you in the video, there's even that trail right in the heart of Linwood, right behind the rec center, which is super cool. So things like that is just fun to discover. I mean, I've been a lifelong resident and I'm just discovering that about that trail. So it's really cool to see that the city continuously offers things to explore. I'm also going to share a secret inside Pacific Northwest tip for you if you're not from here. Don't pack away your favorite sweater at the end of winter. Just don't do it. You're still going to use it, and you might use it in the morning, and then by the afternoon you might be wearing a tank top. So in another video I said I could never find my jackets because my jackets are always left in my car because I get hot by the end of the day, and it really does burn off like that. So just be prepared. You don't really have to put away all of your winter sweaters or, you know, change out your wardrobes every single season. You kind of wear the same thing all year round, but just wear it in a different way. I hope you've gained some useful information in considering what's your next move. And please make sure to like and subscribe so you're alerted when new videos like this come out on Thursdays. And also please make sure to comment below and let me know if there's a certain community that you would like highlighted next. If you have any questions or concerns or would like to reach out, please don't hesitate. Connect with me by text, cell, or email. And until next time, I look forward to helping you figure out what's your next move.